Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. We are the Lord's servants, and that as such we should be constantly listening for his voice to guide us in the proper direction. We should begin dialogues with him and hear what he has to say in the deepest parts of our heart. This means we need to be able to hear those parts of our heart. This requires contemplation. And contemplation is really just sitting in the presence of the Lord and focusing on the fact that you are in the presence of the Lord and just being with him. And he'll speak to you and you'll hear him, because in that place of silence and stillness, you'll start to hear the Lord's voice. It's a very peculiar thing, the inner voice, um, but you'll understand when you get there. The enemy has their queen, which has destroyed much of the world, and still it is under siege. Yet our queen is ever greater in all ways, and will put her to shame. So Mary still has to make her move. She's been, interceding in her ways, but she has a big way that she's going to intercede in these last days, and it's going to change things for the better, for the greater good of all humanity, those who accept it at least. And speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. So you gotta sit there, you gotta say that phrase, and then you just gotta listen. And don't mind your thoughts going by, because if you can flex your muscle to turn off your thoughts. Um, it's a thing that I use to and have been practicing using for a long time, where you can choose to turn off your thoughts, and over time you can keep them off for longer periods of time. And that's a form of meditation. And what it does is it opens up space for spirit to speak to you. That's the stillness, that's the silence that they talk about when they say that you need to meditate in silence. It's not about what's going on outside, it's about what's going on inside, the interior game. And silence is stillness of mind.